started with opening remarks.
Afternoon. Obviously, I'm really disappointed. I think wanted to build on some of the things that I saw last week against LAFC, and what really we've just been speaking to the players about was the levels that's expected. The levels that I expect are far above the levels that we've seen in the first 3 games, really. In the first 4 games, sorry. We had a game plan. We knew that they were going to be good from crosses. We worked hard all week on defending crosses and being really hard to beat from crosses, and we conceded for 3 goals from crosses. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse there. We all have to take collective responsibility. There's only one way out of the poor start to the season. I expected us to start the season better than what we did. We knew that there was going to be little bumps in the road with a new team, new players, integration and all that, but we're not using that as an excuse one bit. It's work. Every single day now we need to work even harder than what we've been doing. I'd say that the only plus point today, we got Gibbs, Robinson and Bryce Duke back involved, even though they were probably only 40% fit. Robbie's only trained 2 days, Bryce the same, and Gibbs has trained 4 days. So to get 2 of them on the pitch gives us more depth. They're probably still 2-3 weeks away from maximum fitness, but at least we had some depth today. But we're going to be working really hard in the next 2 weeks. There's going to be hardly any days off. We've got to keep working hard and get some consistency to our play, get some confidence back with a point from the first 4 games, which is not good enough. And that's the only thing that we can do. There's lots of things that we need to improve on. But I'd say that the biggest things we need to improve on are the basics. The basics of football: defend crosses, keep the ball out the back of your net, and then take the chances when they come your way. And that's what we'll be doing. And there's no excuses from anyone here. We were beaten fair and square.
We'll start with questions. First Franco, then Mike Di Pasquale, then Jose.
Thank you, Rafa. Hey, Phil. You touched on a lot of the aspects of the game there, but I would ask you, what was the game plan with the ball? You went in depth a little bit there on the defensive side, but with the ball, what were you guys attempting to do? You guys finished with 2 shots on target. One was the penalty kick from Gonzalo, and then the second half shot from Gregory late on. So what were you guys attempting to do with the ball? I recall players saying this week that you had them work on finishing quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I think what we saw in the LAFC game last week, Franco, was the composure and the quality in our build and create phase. We wanted to add the finishing bit to it, so there's composure. In the first 20 minutes today, I didn't see that composure, I've got to say. There was really good opportunities for us to break in wide areas, create 2v1s in wide areas. We had 3 switches of play, I think, in the first half that we've been working on. 1 got the penalty, 2 were good switches of play from Motta into Robert Taylor. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I suppose it's the quality and the composure that I was looking for that we didn't get in any period of the game for a sustained period. You think about the LFC game last week, where in the first half we dominated possession, we had a control to our play. I then asked for more quality, and all week we've been working on that extra bits of quality and composure and final pass, and that is still to come. That's still what we need to keep working on. That's still the work that we've got in progress. That's the hard work that's in front of us. Composure on the ball. Don't leave anyone isolating on the ball, and make sure that when we have possession of the ball, we keep hold of the ball. And you know, last week I was critical of sort of like our big players. Today I saw is the whole team just needed to show more composure. I think apart from Yedlin, who I thought showed real. And when I speak about courage and bravery, you know, that is on and off the ball. So we've just got to keep working hard in terms of the chances created. Composure and quality come with that. You know, we get up to the final third, we counter-attack really well, and then it's the final pass, the final shot, the final cross. We just need better quality. When you're on a run like we are, people do get nervous, people get tight, people probably don't quite see the passes that they see, but I expect them to see the passes and I expect them to make the passes. So that's it really.
Next question, Mike, then Jose.
Thank you, Rafa. Good afternoon, Phil. I want to ask you, when Cincinnati missed that penalty kick, did you want to see more desperation from the boys? I know maintain their composure, but more desperation to try to tie this game. And then the second question is, you said we come back home, we work. You have the international break. Specifically, what do you work on to turn this around when you head into play Houston next?
Well, yeah, I think when they missed the penalty to go 3-1, you think that, you know, in football you get signs and triggers that you think, right, it's going to be our day, let's get back into it. And that's where I wanted the quality. That's where I wanted the quality, the drive, and that's why we made the substitution to bring Robbie on. We brought all our attacking players on, and we just didn't get the quality. And I'd say that in any my experience in any walk of life, that the only way to get out of situations like this is to work even harder, and to run more, to play football more, to work harder all the aspects of the game that we need to work on. We are a young team, and I don't want to use that as an excuse, but this young team needs to get up to speed with each other. They need to learn faster to be with each other. And I'd say that aspects of the game that are really important are the never say die attitudes, are the fighting right to the very end. And you know what, they run their socks off every single day. But now the confidence has to come back, because we need to start picking up points. We need to start winning games of football. The only way we're going to get confidence is by winning games of football. And today I saw this as a great opportunity to get points on the board, to build some confidence. They trained well this week, but there's still that bit to go.
We'll do last question, Jose.
Thank you, Rafa. Hi, Phil.
Hi, Jose.
Do you think this team is responding to what you want from them? Are you watching a different team during training sessions than what we are watching on the official matches? Thank you.
Yeah, and I think that's what we need to start doing, transferring what we see in training, the discipline in training, the concentration in training. You know, the games are a level up in terms of expectation. There's crowds on, there's media watching, it's live on TV. There's a different type of pressure. And at the moment, we're not transferring that. But everything that I see in training gives me a lot of confidence. I have belief in these players. I have trust in these players. These are the players that we've worked really hard to bring into the football club. So after 4 games, I'm not just going to quit on them. I believe in them and I trust them. It's just now the transformation from training pitch to games, and sometimes it's a victory, sometimes it's a stroke of luck, sometimes you just need that just to turn. Now this period, we've only got probably 6 players away on international duty. This gives us a period of time to work, to bond, to come together even more, and to make sure that the players that are out injured by the time we come to Houston, we should have a fully fit squad. And that's every single player backed by Ian Frey. So that will provide competition, and hopefully the standards and the quality will go up.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.